day, a white lotus emerged from the ocean. The flower bud opened, and the sun god Ra appeared with the sun sphere. The darkness faded away, and the world was filled with the life-giving light. From under the waters, land appeared, and the mountains rose. The valleys turned green, and the rivers ran through them. Seeing the beauty of the newborn world, Ra cried with joy. As his tears landed on the earth, they turned into people. And Ra said,
"My tears gave birth to you, thus I give you this amazing land. When I return, I will bring a generous reward for the one who helps this land I call Egypt thrive."
Sing her that song.
That's a fact. Grandmaster Bill Wilson shared with me some history that he will share with you. I'll let him tell it. About Jim Cheatham's family and his family. I didn't even know it. So he will talk about that. I want each one at the table to do one thing. I want you to stand. I want you to say your name, and I want you to say who your first teacher was.
Oh my God.
Many of them have forgotten their first teacher. A lot of people out there have forgotten their first teacher. Now, I know you can extrapolate about this one you trained with, this one and that one, but I want you to say your name and your first teacher. So we'll start with Master Prentice. Most of you know him, Prentice Newton Thompson. Prentice, step up.
Prentice E for excellent. James Cheatham. Most excellent.
Peter.
Kevin Thompson.
Speak loud, brothers, please.
Kevin Thompson. Al-Muassas Kareem Abdullah. The KA system founder from Cheetah Sensei James Cheatham.
And you're speaking to the Grandmaster Bill Thompson when you talk. So let's hear you.
Harry Baker, first teacher, and my present teacher, Professor Ibrahim Sharif. Close to 50 years.
Ernest Miles, my first teacher. We call him back in the day, George Prime. Today, he's Ibrahim Sharif.
Yes, sir.
He was my first teacher. That man saved me in Chicago about 5 years ago against a serious boxer. If nothing stays with you, nothing will never impress you. That man has always impressed me.
Bernard Truesdale, Master Bernard Truesdale. My first teacher was Ibrahim Sharif. I'm thankful that I met that brother because he put life in my life and my family's life. And as a result, we managed to magnify. We managed to magnify. So we're thanking everyone for being here and thanking him for the person that he is. Yes,
sir. Now you be first teacher Ibrahim Sharif. I knew him before he knew martial art. We go back way back. But that was my first teacher.
Brother named James X, of the Nation of Islam, one of the most outstanding brothers. In fact, he's the brother that even excelled Malcolm X. But you don't hear too much about the brother because he's now looking for fame or glory. But he's one of my first teachers, among others. Hotel. Peace and love.
Please speak loud so the Grandmaster Wilson can hear you.
Oh, could you hear me?
He heard you. Next brother.
Grandmaster, I am Grandmaster Harold Brito, known as the Crazy Dragon from the Chief Fukai Ninja University School. My first teacher was not my teacher, but was my uncle, who started me on my quest to learn martial arts from everyone and anyone I could, even if I had to learn it from a little kid. So, but my last and only teacher is God. And with that, everything will come in favor.
Next, please.
My name is Jahid Shakur, and my name is Jahid Shakur. I don't have no teacher, and I'm here as a supporter of all these great fighters.
My name is Michael Butler. My first teacher was Kareem Abdullah. My instructor was Richard Gentry, known as Serene.
Good evening. Shion Tamir Green. My first instructor was my father. He's still my instructor, you know. And I have to add also Grandmaster Rick the Brick.
Yes, sir. My name is Muta Ali. I grew up in the city of East Orange in Newark. I was raised by most of the gentlemen in this room. I used to deliver papers to this man's house when I was 10 years old. I've been training with Professor Ernest Miles. And basically, I was raised by half the brothers in this room, from Uncle Frank to Ibrahim Sharif, the Grand Master of all masters of the FOI. I just love everyone here, you know, and thank you. It's an honor to be present. All right.
Mrs. Truesdale.
My name is Dolores Truesdale, and I'm the wife of Sensei Bernard Truesdale.
My name is Grandmaster Ali Cooper. Grandmaster Ali Cooper. And my first teacher was my late brother. He just died on February 12th. His name was Samuel S. White. And I was raised in the Goshishan system by Sensei Charles Wilson. What's Grandmaster Charles Wilson? Yes, sir. What's?
My name is Master Kimberly Baskerville. I am one of the 2 black belts made under Grandmaster Wilson.
Let the young lady introduce herself. She's part of us.
My name is Aya May, and my first instructor is Grandmaster Bill Wilson.
My name is Anthony Williams. My first instructor is Grandmaster James Fain.
My name is Master Wang Smith. My first teacher, Fuquan Ali.
Master Leon Crowley, my first teacher was Grandmaster Wilson.
Eldridge Hawkins, my first sensei, Sensei Ibrahim Sharif with the instructor Bernard Truesdale.
Eldridge Hawkins Jr., my first instructor, Chinese Kempo System, Master Harry Baker.
Yes, sir. All right, I got a list, but I'm Grandmaster Stephen Lundy. And the list goes on because half of my instructors at this table.
That's right.
My first instructor was Aaron Banks. I went from him to Ibrahim Sharif, Bernard Truesdale, Larry Hazard, Kevin Thompson, this man right here, this man right here. I studied with everybody at this table. All right. I thank God because He gave me an introduction to the real martial arts. And that man right there, that was my tournament brother right there. Okay. And they used to call me Abja. You know, so I've been around a lot over 40 years. But I thank God that I'm still here. I had a stroke. But thank God, God's a healer. Yes, so what I want to say to you all, thank you for teaching me because it made me the man that I am today. I remember that one finger break you did right over there, 1975. I'll give you the date. All right? And I remember we trained at your school. So y'all gave me my first start. So thank God I'm here. Right? All right. And I remember you too. Hey. He taught me in that police academy. I forgot your name though, but you know.
You talking about my brother? We almost twins, but that's my brother, Teddy White.
Yes.
That's right. All right. All right.
I'm Grandmaster Fuquan Ali. My first teacher was my brother, but I trained under Grandmaster Fred Baron Godfrey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And studied with Bill Wilson.
Yes, sir.
And I studied with Bill Wilson when I was a little kid. So I'm just honored to be here to see this happen.
Yes,
What's
sir.
My name is Shihan Aaron J. Walker. My first teachers were Ibrahim Sharif, Master Bernard Truesdale, and Larry Hazard.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to be here.
What's my name is Eugene. I ain't gonna put nothing in front of that because I'm telling you. My first instructor was, of course, Charlie Wilson because he's shy. And again, just like I said, I'm blessed because I got like everybody as my instructor. Grandmaster Frederick Baron Godfrey Taylor,
yes, sir.
My savior in the martial arts.
Yes, sir.
In order to be a man, you must see a man. And I was blessed to see so many great men.
My name is Earl Thompson, and actually, my first teacher was a gentleman named Harold Schaefer. He taught me the basics of martial art, and he instilled a love for martial arts. But there's a caveat. My first real martial arts teacher was Al-Muassas Queen Abdul. He taught me how to be a man. He taught me how to really fight. I never knew what martial arts was about until I went to that school. And for those of you who've been in that school, and I tease Murad, because Murad knew what it was to go to that school. You know, you had to be a man to be in that school. And I did not become a true martial artist until I went to the Korean School of Martial Arts.
Ron Salahuddin.
All right, Salahuddin. My first teacher was James Cheatham. I'm telling my age. My second teacher was Sensei Prentice Thompson. And my last teacher was Infundishi Masi. I learned how to fight from these three men, but I learned humility and humbleness from this man right here. Who I learned from his grandfather. And I always told him he was the grandson. But I learned humility, and I learned so much from a man who's much younger than me. And I love him.
I had to tell him 2 minutes ago. Murad is an email.
At the age of 15, I was taught by Sensei Kareem. And as Earl said, you had to be a man. My reputation came off with the Thompsons. The outstanding martial art was Earl Thompson. And his brother superseded him. but Earl was the first martial art to ever come to the KA system and keep his belt.
That's right.
So whoever was his teacher taught him well. How I know that? He had to beat me. I was able to obtain the name The Great Rashid by Marlowe.
Teach.
Because the way I used to fight in the KA system. And Muhammad Ali picked me up and took me around the world to protect his life. I had to leave the KA system for a reason that broke my heart. And this man taught the man that gave me my black belt, James Fain. When I fought his #1 black belt with a green belt, he says, no way you should be wearing a green belt. And when I left James Fain, I came under Sensei. We used to call him one of the greatest that ever came up on the FOI. And Ibrahim, I only had a brown belt, but he put me on his 2 assistants. It was black belts. I beat both of them. And he said, no way you gonna wear a brown belt. And he gave me my black belt.
Teach.
So I was raised under Prentice Newton, watching him and Sensei putting on demonstrations for the Muslims for free.
Yes, sir.
One of the baddest brick breaker in the history of brick breaking.
That's right.
He wasn't real. He didn't put that wood stuff.
So like Saladin said, it taught us well because little KA was just our 8th wonder of the world at the time. And he was our pee-wee. But we used to love him, I'll tell you. He never went to a contest and didn't come back as a winner. The trophies, we had trophies, but he had all the trophies. And Saladin, who's been my right hand for umpteen years, taught me about cheetah. And when I saw a little